So I currently find myself watching a new anime, which is not really that new. It's an older anime. It's the first time I'm watching it, and I avoided it for a while. I had seen the manga when I was like in high school, and I was like, okay, Hunter x Hunter. I don't really want to read this. I'm cool. I'm gonna live my life. 2020 hits. Looking for new shows to watch. I just finished Attack on Titan Season 3. I just finished Akame Got Killed, Dragon Ball Super. What else is out there? You know, I can go revisit Yu Yu Hakusho. I can go revisit One Piece, revisit Bleach. I can't get through Naruto Shippuden to save my life. I'm not going to try to force myself to watch it. But then I came across Hunter x Hunter. And I tried to watch the first episode. I was like, I'm out. I'm not doing it. Finished Death Note again. And then Netflix gave it to me again to watch. And I watched it. And I finished Season 1, according to Netflix. And you know what? I'm hooked on Hunter x Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and review the first season. The first arc, and then it's not considered an arc, but like the arc in between Season 1 and Season 2. I'm going to review that arc as well on this episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What is Movie Breakdown Series Review? Well, it's a series review. Take a show. It could be a series of movies. It could be a show like I just mentioned. Watch it. Give it a grade, A through F, plus and minuses do count. And there's a series you want me to watch, let me know. Please put in the comment section below and I'll get to it as best I can. Also have a Patreon, Patreon/Ali Zakka, and on that Patreon you get movie reviews, trailer reaction, trailer reviews, series reviews, everything plus more before everybody else does, because you're paying for my services. And when you ask for a review, I get to it immediately because you're paying for it, and that's what I do. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode of Hunter x Hunter. I guess not today's episode, but today's episode of movie review, series review, Hunter x Hunter, the reboot, so 2011 version to 2014, I believe, as far as it goes. Let me see here. Yeah, 2011, 2014, and this is Season 1, according to Netflix, that I'm going to be reviewing. So I'm reviewing Season 1, and it's the Hunter arc, the Hunter exam arc, and then the other part of it, which is not an official arc, is the Zodak family arc, which is Killua's family. This is spoilers, guys, so if you have not watched the show and you care about spoilers, do not watch this. This is a spoiler review for something that's been out since 2014, so. And fun fact, the show is not finished yet, and the manga is not finished yet either. It's been continuing. It's been put on hold pretty much because the creator, who is Yoshiro Togashi, he is going through some illnesses and taking a step back from the manga and writing and drawing. So the show is pretty much to be continued. But heck, I just got here and I'm enjoying this train. And fun fact about Togashi, he did Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorite animes growing up as a kid. Yu Yu Hakusho I used to watch when I got for school. Go watch it on Toonami, and I watch Yu Yu Hakusho from the beginning to end. I own the DVDs of the anime. I don't own a manga, but I do have a Shonen Jump with the manga in it, so take that as you will. And because of the fact that this show was created by the same guy who made Yu Yu Hakusho, Togashi has some resemblance of Yu Yu Hakusho in Hunter x Hunter, especially the Hunter exam, that first arc. I'm watching this, and all I kept thinking of as I was watching was Genkai's exam, when Yusuke went to Genkai's and did like the whole tournament to fight everybody and ended up fighting, oh, I forgot the dude's name, it begins with R, Kuwabara, and what, not Renji, I can't think of the dude's name, but Kuwabara and Yusuke fight the dude, like the demon guy that infiltrated Genkai's tournament. So the Hunter exam reminded me a lot of that. And one of the reasons why I started watching Hunter x Hunter was because of the fights. I heard this show had these like amazing fight scenes and all this stuff, and particularly with Gon, who's the main character, and this guy named Hisoka, which I know anything about. I just know he's a bad guy. Especially I get it from the anime house from RDC World 1. So I know he's a bad guy, but I didn't know much of him. And I was like, I gotta figure out who this guy is. So I started watching the series, and the Hunter exam got me hooked. Like, I love tournament arcs. The one thing about tournament arcs is that the fact that you meet so many different characters and they all kind of play a part in the tournament. You might not know it yet, but they're there and they show you throughout the events that who this person is and who that person is. So like, I like that build up and the build up to like, okay, these are people who are surviving these rounds and they're gonna fight off with the good guys eventually. The thing with Hunter x Hunter though, it never really got me into the full-fledged like the fights yet. I have not really got the actual fights. There's been like activities and events where Gon and another character has to try to, like, for example, grab the ball out of a guy's hand, or like make sure he doesn't use his left hand, and they're doing like these little events that's making it really intense. You don't know how it's going to play out, but they're doing these events to pretty much show how talented these people are, how how cunning and witty they are, and how strength they have, and it's really good. It's really good. You have to watch this Hunter exam to really like get the vibe of everybody, and it takes you throughout the series. Like the season takes you throughout to each person's like strengths and weaknesses. Now, the main characters with this show, you get Gon, who is I believe he's 13. He's the main character. Then you get Kurapika and Leorio. Leorio's more of the comic relief character. Kurapika is kind of like the more serious character who has their own mission. Like, he has his mission, Leorio has his mission. And then you have Killua, who is kind of like, at this point I see it as Gon's opposite, more of Gon's rival, but they consider each other's best friends. And they're currently like on a pathway right now to just try to get better, because one of the guys who was in the exam with them named Hisoka pretty much threatened Gon and wants to fight Gon really, really bad. He's a weird character, guys. If you watch Hisoka, you'd be like, something's not right with this dude. But then from the design, you'd be like, something's not right for him from the jump. And Hisoka actually reminds me of Koima. Is it Koima or Kawima or beautiful Kazuma. I think it's Kazuma. I probably got his name wrong. Put his picture here. He was a clown in the tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like, Yusuke, you're mentioned. In Yu Yu Hakusho, the Dark World Tournament, I believe it was called, he is a clown that Genkai just kicks his butt so bad. Spoiler alert. It's one episode, doesn't really matter. But he reminded me of Hisoka, or Hisoka reminded me of him. So every time I kept seeing him, I was like, why is he in this anime? Why is he? But nevertheless, it's pretty cool to see that character, like see that design, and see that Togashi continue on with this character from Yu Yu Hakusho and kind of envelop them in Hunter x Hunter. Now that's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong on that. But let's get into the story. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm done gushing and give my first opinions and first thoughts. The story for season 1, the Hunter exam. So Gon wants to become a hunter. His dad became a hunter around his age, and he wants to know why his dad left him. Like, his dad went off and did this, became a hunter, and stayed a hunter, and he left him as a kid. And he's like, I want to know what my dad wanted to be a hunter for. So that's his mission. That's why he wanted to become a hunter. And each person has their own reason for becoming a hunter. It's not just because for the righteousness of the world or this. It's like, Gon is selfish. I want to know what my dad did, so I want to go. Leorio's like, I want to get money so I can be able to pay for people and pay for bills and medical things so people don't die. Kurapika's like, I want to get revenge on the person who killed my family. And Killua's like, I'm just bored. That's it. That is it. That is purely why the Hunter exam exists for those guys. And they go through it, they're rookies, they go through the Hunter exam, and they fight off different tasks, different people. Some tasks is like cooking, another one is hide and seek, another one is capture the tag, coming down from a tower. Like, there's different events that plays out that not really action packed. Like, it's not like you're watching Dragon Ball Z tournament where they're just swinging on each other left and right. And then when you finally get to that point of the anime of the season where you're like, oh, this is it. This is the point I've been waiting for. But I get the full out battles, the right hooks and the jabs and the super kicks. Like, we gonna get all of it, rock bottom, stone cold stunners. No. We get get his butt kicked by one of the guys who kind of remind me of Tien. His name is not Tien though. Actually, let me see if I can find him real quick. Hanzo, which I wonder if he's named after Hattori Hanzo, which is like a legendary ninja in Japan. Maybe, I don't know. But he, and calling Tien is kind of messed up, but, or One Punch Man, but he pretty much lays out Gon. Like, he breaks Gon's arm, kicks his butt, and Gon refuses to give in. And Gon's stubbornness and willpower pretty much prevails at the end, where Hanzo's like, you know what, I'm done, I lose. So the loser advances and the winner pretty much becomes a hunter at the end of it all. But the fights wasn't like a drug out slugfest. It was like literally mental games, some talking here and there. Even there's an episode where you think there's gonna be another fight and they don't play out like that, or it's over within 2 minutes. And you're like, huh, okay. This show is really building up to those big matches. There's a lot of anticipation, which I like. For an anime that's like, when people think of anime, you think, especially a shonen anime, you think of like the brawls and the fist fights and all that stuff. Hunter x Hunter has not done that. It builds up the anticipation, and because of characters' strengths and weaknesses, they have to rely on other things besides just brute strength. And I actually like that. I really like that. I'm really invested into it. And then compared to Yu Yu Hakusho, where Yu Yu Hakusho, to me, Togashi pretty much put his like battle arcs and his fights and his tournaments onto Yu Yu Hakusho so far. So right now I'm watching this thinking like, man, I'm gonna get these Yu Yu Hakusho kind of fights. I'm not getting it yet. Like, I wanna go watch those fights and then go watch Yu Yu Hakusho and watch Yusuke versus Toguro. But as far as, Hunter x Hunter is more of Gon trying to think and calculate how to do things and be more cunning versus just using his strength. He's a 13-year-old kid, so it's not like he's gonna go and like knock out one punch Hisoka. It's not gonna happen that way. So it's pretty neat little arc there. And then the other part, which is like a mini arc, is the Zodak arc, which is an unofficial arc. You look at some things. But at the end of the Hunter exam, Killua goes back home. He gets captured by his family, tortured. Gon, Kurapika, and Leorio goes and try to rescue Killua and bring him back. And they go through other trials and events to do this, which is pretty neat. There's one scene where this dude plays like which hand is the coin, and he does it in such a quick speed where like it's not just a simple fight. It's like more mind games, and you're like, okay, how they gonna get through this? I'm curious about this. And I think that's one thing I like about this show so far, is the fact that I'm never sure how they're gonna get through it. Of course I know Gon's gonna advance. He's the hero of the story. But like how he's gonna advance, what's gonna happen, I'm always curious about that, because I see that he's not just the brute force smash and destroy, Hulk smash everything. He's more of a, okay, I gotta figure this out. Use more intuition, be more focused and more thinking wise. I like this. I like this. So yeah, it's fun. And then the arc 2, the mini arc there, it's neat. You get to see a little bit of Killua's family and get to see all his characters. But that's pretty much it, and it's resolved in a neat way that leads up to arc 3, which I'm excited for, or the second arc, official arc of the series. So I'm excited for to see what the Heavens arc going to be like. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter so far is pretty neat show. Characters. So I already talked about the main character. Gon. He is your shonen protagonist. Like, he is that guy, the one who's like willpower, optimistic, does what he wants, take no for nobody. If he gets beat, he's really down on himself. He wants to get stronger. And that character is really how the character works, because it's a character you can build everything else around. Like Goku, Gon, Luffy, who else? Naruto from the first season, I want to say Midori, but I don't really know. I think he changes. But these characters don't change for much. Like, the world around them doesn't really change them. They more than not change the world around them. Luffy walks into a room, the room gets brighter. Goku walks into a room, the room gets brighter. Gon walks into the room can get brighter. Like, these characters change the world around them versus the world changing them. They are more of I can't think of the name of the character, but they're a character that's, and totally not Mark. He does a good video on Goku being this character, but there are characters that are set in their ways and their positive outlook change the world around them and they affect others in a positive way. Gon does that with Leorio and Kurapika. When Leorio and Kurapika are gonna fight each other, he's like, let them handle their business. But in a moment like of an issue happened, they all jumped in and helped out Gon because Gon kind of brought them together. So it was kind of neat how this character affects everybody around him. He affects Hisoka. He affects Killua. He affects the Hunter examiners. Like, he has such a positive influence on all of them. And he's just your typical shonen character. So you know that his outlook on life is going to change everything else. And you want to know how it's going to do that. Killua, still learning about Killua. You know he's an assassin. But you can see he has a dark side to him. And he try to keep that under control. He also wants to be somebody who wants to have friends. And his family is like breeding him to be like this next head of the family. Pretty much a cold-blooded killer. So I'm curious how Killua's going to play out. Kurapika, your typical smart person, you know, like they will think things more, they're more analytical. In the anime, they have their, like, Kurapika is different because he has his moments of like, I'm going to get what I want kind of thing when he snaps, but other than that, he's more chill and laid back. Then Leorio is your high-headed character. He's the comic relief, high-headed, doesn't really think, more emotion on his sleeves kind of guy. And he's not the strongest, so he gets put in a situation that kind of hurts everybody. But yeah, that's the main cast. I'm going to do actresses, or I guess voice actors. Erica Mendez voices Gon. Christina Valenzuela, she voices Killua. Kurapika is voiced by Erica Harlacher, and then Leorio is voiced by Matthew Mercer. I think their voices for English dub is great. And then I can't forget Hisoka, who is voiced by Keith Silverstein. I think his voice for that character is great as well. It matches so well. So that is season 1 of, according to Netflix, of Hunter x Hunter. I'm looking forward and excited to season 2. The music of the show, there's really one main song that plays over and over again, different versions of it. I love it. I think it's called Venture Awaits. I love the song. I like listening to it. And if I can, I'll play it in this video clip so you can listen to it. Probably got 10 seconds of it, so I don't want to get flagged. But yeah, I love that song. I love it. It's a great song. Heck, I might play in the background while I'm talking right now. Color, animation's great. There's most of the time I watch it, like, man, the set piece is so good. The color is so good. The character designs are great, and you can tell each character is different, and they are not all the same characters. Some animes you watched are all the same. Like, besides the main characters, everybody else is all the same. And this anime, you look in the background, different characters are look differently. They don't all look the same. I do apply Togashi for doing that, but heck, this is the same dude who did Yu Yu Hakusho. The demons in Yu Yu Hakusho was dressed up and completely different from each other. If you watch the world, the Dark World arc, or the Dark World tournament, you will see that, oh, now everybody looks the same. And I applied Yu Yu Hakusho in Hunter x Hunter, pretty much applying, just clapping up for Togashi for it. I hope he gets better. I hope he finished the series by the time I get done with it. But I don't think he will. But I hope he definitely gets back to Hunter x Hunter. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next season looks like. Alright, is this an anime you should watch? Yes, go for it. Now, grading time. I'm going to grade season 1 of Hunter x Hunter a solid B. A B. I know I pretty much gushed about the main season, but the one thing about this season so far, but one thing I didn't like as far as episode wise, there's like a few flashback episodes. There's one in the middle of the Hunter x Hunter arc, or the Hunter exams, and there's another one at the end of season 1 where Gon is writing back to his auntie, and they're doing like the whole flashback episode, which I feel like I get it for somebody who's didn't see the whole series and they need to catch up what's going on. But the flashback episode is kind of like a filler episode, and it works a little bit because he's talking to his aunt, so it's not just, oh, this last episode we did this. No, it's a reason for the flashback, but at the same time, it is a flashback episode for filler. And I get it. But yeah, that's why I gave it a B. The flashback episodes kind of just like, it breaks it up. And the pacing's okay. 27 episodes for season 1, or 27 episodes for season 1. It's fine. 2 different arcs, so it's not really that bad, but there'll be points where you're like, man, I wonder what the next thing's gonna be like. We're in this scene for a very long time. We're gonna keep moving. We know they're gonna get there. And maybe because I've seen some spoilers, like I've seen Hisoka versus Gon, but clips of not the full fight, so I know what's gonna happen next. It was just like, we haven't got there yet, and when we're gonna get there. But yeah, a B it is. It's a B. If you see Hunter x Hunter season 1, what did you think? Please put in the comment section below. Other than that, see you guys on the next episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, you want to see what else I'm doing in my normal life and other things that's going on, please follow me on Instagram at Ali_Zakka. I'll put it right here around my face. Yep, right there. Also, if you want more episode of movie breakdowns or grind towards success or whatever it is I'm doing on YouTube, you know what? Follow my page right here, like I said before, the little comment thing right there, And then you can watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns right here, and watch the last episode of Grind Towards Success right there. Other than that, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. See y'all next time. Keep being awesome.